Hey guys, yeah, I'm just going to say a few things we did in primary school. I don't know how many, it's not going to be a lot, it's going to be quite a few. But yeah, Dan James did a video of this and I'll put his link in the description so you can check it out. And I'm going to do my own one now. I did ask permission for this, so I'm not just stealing from him. He's doing very things. I'm going to have to send this to him after I've done it. Right, now the first thing I'm going to talk about is when we got told off. In primary school, we would get told off and sometimes sent out of the class. My friends had this quite a bit. And basically, there was one thing that happened. When you were outside the classroom, a teacher came along the corridor, she would ask what you did and tell you off. Now, I don't know why she would do this, but you'd been told off and you're getting told off again by a different teacher who doesn't even know you. Why would you do that? Why would they tell you off even more? A second thing, when we say good morning, we were like, good morning. We were really downhearted, lazy. I'm pretty sure we were all tired. But we did this in assembly, we did this in class, and to be honest, our teachers were really energetic, and they always try to make us really energetic to do it. And like, we just never did this in any other circumstance, just when we said good morning. Basically, by year 6, we would not like that anymore. We were just all upbeat and not really good. No, we were basically good morning. Also, when you got to year 6, you got to sit on these benches, like, you know, the benches you have in schools. They were good. You could see the projector a lot better. The little projector with the words, the songs and stuff. You see it a lot better if you're on the benches. And they were much more comfier than the floor. Well, they weren't that much comfier, but they were more comfier than the floor. And the floor was the hard floor we have in school. So yeah, it was good to sit on them. But in year 6, even though you got to sit on them, there was this thing called prefects, which you get for doing your jobs that they give you, like hall monitor, corridor, patroller, or whatever. And to be honest, I did it all the time, but I never got the prefect badge. And then like they got the privilege to sit on the bench, and then one day they went on the trip and we got to go on the benches, and also the play apparatus that we had. Well, year 6 got to go on that because they were all away on a trip. I can't remember what the trip was, I don't think we were even told what it was. Yeah, so they were away for that. Also, when there's a TV in the classroom and you're watching a film, you're like, great, I can sit back and relax and don't have to do any work. Then the teacher says, write notes while you're watching the video, and you're like, you just don't want to do that. And like, basically, you get told, when you tell someone in school, in primary school, when you tell someone, the teacher just said something to them, and pretty much, it was like, don't do it again. And when you ask just walk away. And you do that. And they follow you. So, why didn't the teacher actually say something like, just don't go near them, or just, okay, they might come over to them, but why didn't they say, just, okay, well, why don't you come in here and just sit in here for the time, or just, you know, don't just, you know, something like that. They didn't actually give you any solution. They just said just walk away, and like all the time they just said don't do it again. But in pretty much other words, so the teachers don't really solve anything because they don't really care. Now, that's the last thing I'm going to talk about is PE lessons. Now, you get changed in the class in primary school, which doesn't happen in secondary school, because you get changed. You get changed in front of everyone, but me, I didn't care. I did get changed for PE. What I did is I put my tracksuit bottoms over my trousers. Quite a few people did this in the class. And because I put them over my tracksuit bottoms, it was fine because I could feel them. But then when I had to get dressed back in my school uniform, I just took off my trousers bottoms and had my trousers there, and just put my shirt back on. It was quite easy. Nobody else really did this, and well, I think somebody picked up. But yeah, that was really it. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is work that we did, because I was in year 5. I was in set 1 for everything, which was good. But in year 5, we got the books, and they're like pupil books, which we do work from, and they had 6 on them, which means the year. So we were doing year 6 work in year 5. But what really shocked me is when I went back from my maths class to my normal class, when we had maths and spelling, we had different classes, and then we had this normal class, which we were there for most of the day. I used to go in and see the books, but this is set 3, which was kind of baffling. And they had year 4 on the book, they were doing year 4 work, and they were in year 5, I'm like, that makes no sense. Why would you give them year 4 work, then year 5, and like, I was just completely astonished by it. I think we say they had year 5 book, but they never had year 6 book. And then my second set, they were doing year 5 most of the time, and they did do year 6 sometimes. But it was quite good. Yeah, same with year 6. I had 6 plus on the book, so we were doing higher than our Vantage. So we were pretty advanced in that. So yeah, that's my thing about primary school. If I missed anything out that happened in your primary school, or you want to share, put them in the comments. And yeah, I upload videos every Friday, and I will see you guys next Friday.